there I was, standing in front of people. Everyone's looking at me. I'm ready to deliver my speech. I bend down, I pick up that microphone, stop. What just happened? Each and every one of you saw me standing up here trying to say something, but not a single person heard a word. What's the technical problem with the microphone? A problem with your ears? Or a problem with me? Master of ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Yes, it was a problem with me. You see, out of almost 7 billion people in this world, 7 billion people run into the same stage in life. It's a stage where they want to say something, pass on a certain message or idea. All these people have their message in their minds, but not all of them know how to convey it or pass it on. Is that too good to be true? Well, you see, just a few months ago, I was at Cambridge University for a summer course. And the lecture I had the evening I got there was about architecture. Being the eager student I was at that lecture hall 20 minutes early, with my notebook ready and my pencils sharpened. As soon as the doors opened, I was the first student in my seat. A few minutes later, the professor walked into the room, out to the podium, and started. Good. As you can, I sat there at my seat, surprised that the only word that got across was, I went from a student taking notes to an accountant. Counting. I knew for a fact that his ideas were all over the place and his thoughts were unorganized. Absolutely no effort put into it. Now I kept that experience in my mind till a few days later when I was in London. And just after lunch that evening, I decided to go for a quick walk. And as soon as I reached the end of the street, across the street, I saw a young man wearing a smart blazer and some glasses. Walking towards him was a homeless man looking for money to buy lunch. Being the eager person I was, I stood across the street just to see what would happen. Now, as soon as it was a few meters closer, the homeless man started to get the young man's attention by saying, "Sir." As you all know, the young man didn't look at him and kept walking. He didn't stop here. For a second time, the homeless man tried to get his attention by saying, "Sir." This time, the young man looked at him, looked away, and kept walking. He did not stop here. For a third time, he got his attention by saying, "Sir, I'm not looking for money, just a few minutes of your time." The young man, surprised, stopped and told him, "Go ahead." Now myself, standing across the street, I carefully saw what happened. I carefully saw how he communicated and described how hungry he was. I saw how much effort was put into that small speech of his. I saw how organized his thoughts were. You know what happened after that? The young man pulled out hundreds of pounds and gave it to the homeless man. Now, as a familiar character to all of you once said, words have power. Words are power. Words can be your power. For those of you who said this, thumbs up, you're great Toastmasters. For those of you who don't, he's our very own 2015 World Public Speaking Champion, Mohammed Al. Now, after those two experiences I had, I started thinking, and I came to realize one thing. You don't have to be a big character to communicate. Anyone can do it. You have to put some effort into it. Stop, think about it, organize your thoughts, and say what you have to say. Now, let me drop the big question. Was there ever a point in your life where you had an idea or a message that you wanted to pass along, but you just didn't know how, and that stopped you from speaking or saying it? Show of hands. Guess what? Me too. Everyone in this room was at that stage in life, even though you didn't raise your hand. Everyone on this planet was at that stage in life. We're all human. And we all have weaknesses. But the one thing that drives us to perfection is overcoming these weaknesses. And you can only do that by 1, accepting them, and 2, working against them. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, communication is a sword with 2 ends. Communication is a sword with 2 sharp ends. And you, are the ones who determine which end to use. So anytime you, a friend, a loved one, a family member has something to say, don't just say it thoughtlessly, put some effort into it. Stop, think about it, organize your thoughts, and say what you have to say. Here I am, standing in front of people. Everyone's looking at me. I'm ready to deliver my speech. I bend down, pick up that microphone. I've already put thoughts into it. I look up, chest out, I organize my thoughts, and I say what I have to say. That's the ceremony.